and today I have an infection that I'm fighting with fever. So we're going to talk about some natural remedies to deal with infections. Now that can be anything ranging from ear infections all the way to urinary tract infection. So any kind of body infection that your body's fighting a bacteria, or even a virus, but mostly talking about bacterial infections here. There's some home remedies that you can do on your own without going to a doctor and taking some of the pills that are prescribed, because natural remedies are great for our body. To do about 3 to 5 home remedies and do that for about 3 to 5 days. So it just seemed like kind of a lot. Now, if you just kind of prep for it, it should be really easy. So here's just what I typically do. I always take probiotic. Now, this is a really good probiotic. I highly recommend it because if you look at the ingredient list, it doesn't have any of the like yeast, brewer's yeast, and those kinds of ingredients in this. Now you can't even tell in some of the probiotics that you get that has brewer's yeast and that kind of thing, because it uses scientific language. So you have to have a nutritionist to kind of break it down for you. So I went through quite a few things. The place I go to is Vitamin Life, and the person who was managing it at the time was a nutritionist, so she kind of went through some of these things with me, and this is like the purest form. This is also the most expensive type of probiotic that you'll get, but guess what? It's worth it. And you only have to take 1 capsule a day. So that's what I do. I take 1 capsule of probiotic. Then I have these homemade turmeric pills, and I'll post a link to how to do that. You can just make these at home. And turmeric is, again, great for fighting infections. It has anti-inflammatory properties. And then just vitamin C. They say take a lot of vitamin C. Now, the problem with multivitamin pills that only 40% of it roughly gets absorbed in the body, if at all, and rest of it just you urinate it, right? You see it when you go to the bathroom. So I always recommend doing powder form. It absorbs better, like 70 to 80% in your body. Now, of course, if you have the time and the resource, you can always get shots. So if you take a B12 injection, you have all these other injections you can take. That is closer to the closest you can get to 100% absorption in your body. Those are also very expensive. You have to schedule an appointment. You don't get shots for all types of vitamins, right? Just a few that are out there. So that's great to do. It's also very expensive and it's limited. So for the value you get, this is great, because it's, I think, about $1 a packet or something like that, which you might think is expensive, but realistically, I mean, it's totally worth it. It has all your important vitamins. If you kind of take a quick look at this, and you can pause the video if you want to look at it. So that's super helpful to just build your immune system. So just 1 of this a day, 1 probiotic a day, and 1 set of turmeric pills a day, and garlic. This is kind of gross for some people, I know. So here's some garlic that I have that I chopped up. So there are 3 cloves. I just kind of chopped them up so that I can take them as pills. So I'm just gonna, pop this in my mouth. Right, pop like a clove, it's gonna fall apart. Pop it in my mouth, drink it with water, just swallow it like a pill. All of these are swallowed like a pill. The powder, of course, you dissolve in water, it fizzes and it dissolves. So now garlic, you want to do the same thing, 3 to 5 cloves of garlic. Now again, some are big, some are small. If they're really, really tiny, itsy bitsy pieces, you don't even have to try and cut them up, you can just pop them, right? Now garlic, same thing, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial properties. So that's all. If you just do that, turmeric, garlic, probiotic, and your multivitamin in a powdered form, that should really help fight infection. Now, some other thing to do besides just ingesting is warm pack. Doing a hot pack is really important. Now, not all hot packs are alike, so let me show you the one that I use. Okay, so this is the Walgreens brand, and you can get any brand that you want. You want a hot pack that has, you don't have to go for detailed instructions, that it has these moisture beads in them. It kind of feels like rice or sand almost. What that does is absorbs moisture from the environment and kind of absorbs it into your body. Now that's the kind of hot pack you want. Just a regular hot pack, what it does is heat, takes away moisture from your body. And when you're sick, you do want more water, more moisture, not the opposite. So this kind of hot pack will help a lot, especially when you have ear infections. Right, here it is. It wraps around. It's really neat. When you have ear infections, you can just heat it up in the microwave and put it in your ear and sleep on it. Right, that's really helpful. So this is what the hot pack looks like. Right, it's nice. You can fold it up, kind of put it in your ear or in your belly, whichever part really hurts. Heat it up for 2 minutes, and it'll last about 10 minutes. And you heat it up for 2 minutes again in the microwave. Now, second external application that I would really highly recommend is Axe oil. Now, you get different forms of these, so you don't have to get exactly this. And I've tried other things like Tiger Balm and Wick stuff that has menthol in it. It doesn't work as well for me. Just this combination works the best. So here it is. It's made in Singapore, and if you kind of take a look at it, I know it's a little hard to see. So here's the ingredients at the bottom. I'll read it for you. It has menthol, eucalyptus oil, camphor, and then it says a bunch of essential oils. So now camphor and eucalyptus oil and menthol, those three at least also have antibacterial properties. So that's great, just topical application on your belly, on your ear, throat. Just apply it and then put your hot pack wherever, and do that for half hour until you fall asleep. So those two topical applications, heat pack with moisture, that puts moisture in your body, with an essential oil, specifically something with menthol, camphor, eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is a bacterial fighting agent. Eucalyptus, super important. Even if you just get eucalyptus oil, it should still work for you. And I'll put links down there. If you look at the description, you'll see links to these where you can purchase these down. Some of these are on Amazon as well. So that's it. That's all that really helps me, and it just takes about a day to recover pretty much 70%. I feel that energy come back almost to full health with just taking some of these internally and the topical that I do together. That usually helps. So I hope that works for you too, to fight infections in your body, whatever type of infections you have, your urinary, throat, all types of infections. And you can post below. Go ahead and post below what are some of the home remedies you use for infections that I haven't covered that works really well for you. So we can build a community and we can all share ideas and help our bodies heal. Have a great day.